You want to talk about Top G? Okay, if he wasn't on the schedule, I'm gonna put him on the schedule.
All right, go ahead. Go for it.
Top G can always go on the schedule.
Well, Are there
updates?
Well,
okay.
Well, Mel, you say what you guys say, and then
Well, apparently he has cancer, lung cancer now.
Oh, them goddamn cigars.
Yeah, I mean
he doesn't inhale those.
That's what a lot of people have been saying.
He doesn't
Twitter.
inhale them.
But I mean, that's the only news that I've heard so far is that he has lung cancer. It's been confirmed.
You think that's why he went to the hospital when he first got locked up?
That's what they've been saying. Like he went to the hospital prior. And
so here's the thing. I actually wasn't really gonna go there, but I guess the conspiracy theory would make you think that the jail made him. He already had it. He had went to, I think, not Romania. He
Paris
went to Dubai
or something.
He went to Dubai to actually get the cancer tested because apparently Tristan had been recorded talking about just when you're rich, this is how they deal with cancer. He was like, you go to Dubai and they'll actually do a keyhole incision and they'll take out a piece of your cancer and then they'll grow it. And then they'll use different radiations on it to see which one is optimal. And then that's the one they give you for an exorbitant price, right? And then he's like, you don't have to lose your hair. You don't have to do this. Like you knock it out and it's gone. So this is something that he's been dealing with for a while. But their manager supposedly confirmed that the test came back as benign. So he has a growth, but it's benign.
Benign meaning what?
It's not cancerous. It's a tumor.
It's a tumor.
It's not cancerous. But obviously cancer sounds much better in the media.
Right.
He's got cancer.
Well, the thing is, regardless of if it's benign or not, because people say, it's cancerous, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like
you have a growth. There's a health issue.
There's a health problem, right? So things need to change, and it's crazy because he portrays that he eats a certain way, and maybe he does. Maybe he does smoke too many cigars. Maybe because obviously it's going in your mouth, it's in your bloodstream. It's it's still in your system. Because our grandpa smoked cigars and he had lung cancer, but he also did chew and all that stuff. So anyway, some changes need to be made there, but I don't think it's like from his imprisonment. But I just wanted to bring awareness that he's still in jail, and I want people to understand something. Because there's a lot of people that they still don't like him.
Yeah.
Forget whether you like him or not.
Take personal feelings out.
Imagine that because there's people out there that don't like you. So imagine that you get swatted, which means that someone says, hey, they're holding women captive at your house, whatever, and the police have to respond to that. So they go to your house, they don't find anything, but then an investigation is open because one of your ex-girlfriends or two of your ex-girlfriends decide to get together because you cheated on them at the same time. And they get together and decide to set you up and say that you raped them. and so now you've been swatted and you have two women that you used to mess with saying that you raped them. And now you're in jail. And you're not in jail because anything has actually been proven that you're not guilty or anything. You don't even have formal charges. You're simply in jail while they investigate.
That's bull. That's not the way that this works.
And not only are you in jail, I mean, at this point, I'm convinced that they're going to hold him for the full 6 months.
This is what bail is for, right? You if you don't have enough evidence, okay, you just charge them, right? You lock them up. And then you let them bail out.
Aren't we comparing their system to our system?
It doesn't matter, Mel.
It doesn't matter, but that is what is keeping them in there.
Right. I'm not talking about the systems right now.
I mean, yeah.
I'm talking about.
It's just wrong.
I'm just
morally.
talking about. Yeah. I'm just talking about the injustice. Period.
Yeah. I mean, that's injustice.
I understand that's their system.
Yeah.
Right. And also he made the decision to go there. Talking as if he understood their system, I don't think he really did.
Well, maybe he did. I mean, that doesn't mean that he didn't do anything.
Well, but that's the thing. Their system, the way their system is set up, you don't have to do anything.
Yeah, but I can't say that he expected this to happen, or he
definitely talked about it a lot.
I mean, he said that people will come after him. He's a powerful man, right? I get it, but that doesn't mean that you think like if you didn't do anything wrong, they're coming after him for something he didn't do. Right? So if you didn't do anything, you would not expect anyone to be coming for you in that way.
I mean, you kind of do though, because if Andrew Tate knows he has a target.
Yeah, but even if he has a target, how do you know? I mean, anything can come from anywhere. How do you can't? It's like fighting a ghost.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's inevitable. But well, on the path that he's on. But
Right.
that's not the point. Is this? People who don't like him, if you put that aside and you just put yourself in his shoes, because this can happen to anybody.
Right.
It really does. It does happen to people in the United States. That's what Guantanamo Bay is all about, right, Steve?
Yeah.
So, it's just you like forget the fact that you don't like him. Just look at what's actually happening. It's wrong.
Yeah.
That's period.
And Guantanamo Bay is we will take people that are innocent. I mean, they're literally when they're I just watched a documentary on it. There's a dude in there from the 9/11 attacks, and apparently he had some information, something, and he gave them information to help the with the assassination of bin Laden, all this stuff, and they still have him locked up. They they've told him he's a prisoner forever. It took them like 20 years for someone to go in. And they got to interview him or whatever.
That's what they made a movie about?
I don't think it's a movie. It's a documentary, but it's not a movie.
Not that it's a movie. They made a movie about it where he was locked up. They tortured him.
He was definitely tortured.
Trying to get answers out of him. And he had a lawyer from America. Because I saw a movie about everything that you're describing.
Was it a big movie?
It wasn't a big movie.
Well, there's a documentary about it.
It's not a documentary.
Oh,
it's a movie.
I don't know. I mean, it's a real scenario. So there's definitely
you know
a chance.
His name?
It's hard. But it definitely is something that someone would or could have made a movie about. But that happens. That's happening in Guantanamo Bay right now. He's called the forever prisoner. They literally said, "We're never releasing you." He has no bail. He has no time set. He's going to die in Guantanamo Bay.
It's that type of stuff, and this is the reason why when it relates to people trying to say, "Oh, Romania's corrupt," bruh. No,
we're doing it right here.
They're all corrupt, and in my opinion, and this is me speaking ignorantly because I don't know all the systems and how bad they are. America's the worst, in my opinion.
We're terrible
because it's an illusion.
Yeah,
right.
It's an illusion that you have freedom.
Right,
but no.
At least when you, sorry.
Right. At least in Romania, it's like, okay, we know we got you.
Right. Or in Russia, well, if I go with weed over here, they're giving me 10 years for nothing. Right.
Yeah.
But no, we tell you, oh yeah, it's free, or you have this, you have that, and then something happens, you're like, nah, bro, you're not free.
But there's also in the Andrew Tate case, what Chris was talking about with the girlfriends conspiring. There's literally text threads or paper documenting of even one of the girls' mothers talking about how why are you doing this? You're getting an innocent man locked up.
Oh,
and
wow.
stuff like that. And so this evidence is presented and
Nothing.
don't even. I'm
That's
just
crazy.
bro. So you even have people like Dream who don't really like Andrew Tate or anyone.
Oh, he doesn't like Tate at all.
Yeah. But they say he can even hear that people are conspiring to keep him locked up or to make him go to jail. And if you have people like that questioning the legitimacy of him, being a trafficker and stuff like that, because that's the main thing that people are going off of. They will hear you say, put yourself in, you just put yourself in that position, and they will say, well, he's trafficking women, he's abusing women, and there's this lover boy thing. You're not giving, they're hypnotized and they're not understanding what they're doing. You will still have people defending that when there's evidence of these women and even videos that they're saying that we're not captured, we're not victims, we are not victims. But they will ignore that and say they're being brainwashed.
Right, that stuff is so ignorant. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was talking to a girl and she was like, "Oh yeah, Andrew Tate, da da da," and then okay, if you don't really understand, if you don't know him, you're just going off what the media says, right? And you have a negative perception of him. Okay, cool, I can accept that. But then if I provide you with information, I say, watch this podcast, watch 30 minutes of it, listen to him talk, right? And then I give you the information about him not trafficking and the women actually saying this is not true, right? And you still are like, no, he just hates women, he's misogynistic, I can't date you.
Isn't that true mind control?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's absolute mind control. You don't know this person. You only know everything that the media has been taught, that you've been told by the media. But then you say, you know what? Let me actually watch him. And he speaks very articulate. He speaks very, calm, and he's respectful towards people. And He speaks everything that makes the most sense. But you still listen to that and you will believe the media versus what your eyes are literally telling you.
It's crazy.
That is insanity. That is mind control to its highest form.
Yeah.
That's why these motherfuckers is doomed out here, man.
He really, his goal is really to help men and women.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't, I mean, you just listen to him. He doesn't hate women. He loves women, right? He's like, I mean, I want to take care of women. I want to do the things that masculine men are supposed to do. What he's working to do is help men to become more masculine, to escape the matrix and to make more money and to do better for themselves. And then of course those men, men don't hate women. Men, we love women. There's plenty of women that hate men, but
Right.
I mean, men like genuinely. I don't genuinely know any man who genuinely hates women.
And if they